So with that, some years ago, a student asked if I had a child, would I want my child to attend a school for dropouts? If I said no, my students might have considered me the same as other educators who told them hurtful things that ended any hope that they had of discovering someone who cared. If I said yes, I thought my students might have interpreted my response as if I would be fine with my child dropping out because this is the perspective that they have about their experience, that they dropped out. But our students did not drop out. They were pushed out. So I worked to be that educator whose why for teaching was always visible for my students. How I did this was by humanizing myself so I could receive the humanity of my students, because I believe that this was the necessary first step towards creating an environment that supported their growth. And to create this sense of belonging, I needed to embrace a paradigm shift that prevented me from labeling my students as at risk and therefore acting in accordance to this at-risk label. Such a shift in thinking enabled me to understand if they were at risk, it was because they were placed at risk. Labels are powerful, and a label, like at risk, only serves the purpose of justifying the creation of systems that enables dysfunction rather than empowers our students to become positive contributors to themselves, their 6-month-old child, and neighborhood that they call home. So I shared my story. I shared how a Mexican American raised in an African American foster home in South Central LA could get shot at 19, end up in jail for a year, and still graduate with honors from UCLA. I shared because sharing is caring, and I cared about my students on a very personal, human level. So I worked with the population who thought they had seen it all. The statistics, the generational poverty, the forgotten dreams, the innocence lost. Yet I shared because I knew that they had not seen me. So when I won Teacher of the Year after my first year in the classroom, I told my students that the award belonged to them because I have never met more courageous and defiant young people in my life.